Let's go to business news now with Nona Peltier. Hi, Nona. House prices. This piques a lot of people's ears. They're on the rise again, are they, according to the Real Estate Institute?
Which we shouldn't be surprised about, considering interest rates have dropped and mortgage rates are quite low. They've not been this low for, when have they been this low, Lisa? I'm just trying to think. They're very low at the moment, 3.5%?
Yeah.
You can get a reasonably good mortgage for a couple of years. So, yeah, pretty good deal. Now, that compares with what we used to see for mortgages, which were over 5%. And so that's helped the market, as well as the capital gains tax being off the table. That's also cleared the way for investors and others to say, maybe a good time to buy a second home or what have you. And so, our house price index is the Real Estate Institute's house price index rose 3.6%. And so the overall median national price rose, 7.3%. And that's a seasonally adjusted number, so that smooths out any kind of variations there. 597,000. In Auckland, where
we've... any particular areas?
In Auckland, where we've had some sluggish, no growth really, prices rose 0.5%. So that's on the positive side. And the volume of sales were also up in Auckland. So that's significant. And in addition to that, we saw some big increases in some of the regions. However, there's always an upside-downside sort of story. Westpac and other economists are looking at these numbers and they're saying house price inflation is definitely there. Westpac, that's been predicting this for a while, suggests that house price inflation will rise to 7% next year. And they've put a question mark over whether or not the Reserve Bank would consider lowering interest rates if there really is more heat in this housing market than had been anticipated. So one more rate hike this year, that's next month. The Reserve Bank is likely to cut interest rates. I said hike. I meant the other. So one more cut next month, but then maybe not into the new year. So some are predicting rate cuts in February, again in May. Others are saying maybe not. So interesting.
For our regional listeners, where you said some areas.
Those were the biggest price drops were West Coast, Northland, and Nelson. Those with the biggest median price increases were Manawatu, Southland, Taranaki, and Hawke's Bay.
Interesting. Okay, so we've got lots of people coming to New Zealand, have we? People who want to live here.
Yes, people who want to live here. Net migration, it rose 9% in August. To a net increase of 53,800 for the year. So to the year ended in August, right? That's a 9% increase over the year before. So we're still getting a net increase of people, 53,000 extra people.
Do we know if these are returning Kiwis?
Yes, we do. We do know that 35,000 citizens came home in the year to August, but 48,600 left.
Right.
So more going than coming.
Yeah, we're still hemorrhaging Kiwis moving
but
offshore.
Other people are coming, so that's okay, I guess. And the departures, we also have numbers from the visitors as well. So we had a net 4,400 increase in the number of visitors. Most of them are Australians. And overall, there was a total of 3.9 million visitors to New Zealand in the year to August.
Hey, speaking of Australians, do we know if where the returning Kiwis are coming from?
No, I don't know that. And I think also the statistics have changed the way that they gather them. So we can expect further changes now. I think next month will be the last time they provide commentary around monthly changes. And that after that, they'll start looking quarterly. So the next time we hear from the stats department, not that they will not collect, they will still collect the numbers
but they'll
monthly.
Release it.
But they'll be releasing commentary around it, I think, in February. Okay. So it'll be a while. Yeah, and I think
Before
it's just, because they don't have the departure cards anymore, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all different.
And shall we do a quick whip around the markets?
Why not? Okay, so the index rose, that's the NZ Top 50 index of companies, rose slightly, just 19 points to 11,045. That's a positive number, but overall the markets are tentative because the trade talks between China and the United States, no one knows what the details of that are and whether or not that's going to make any difference. Brexit talks back on again. What's going to happen with that? It's a make or break situation. However, there's some hope there, and that's one of the reasons why the pound has strengthened. So we're at 49.9 British pence. It's been a long time since we've been below that 50 mark. Yeah, 93 Australian and 63 US cents.
Thanks, Nona. Nona Peltier with business there.